Welcome back, penners. Right, dude, we're on the gin and tonics. No fucking around. Good, solid summer drinking, strictly business and all that. Dude, I've got some bad news in a sense. We've missed 2 videos now. OBS has been hocking me a tunic a little bit. So we're 2 videos down. They're about 20 minutes each. For some reason the files were there but corrupted or something, they won't read. So it's a bit of a grace really, because you haven't missed much. It's been a bit boring. There's just been a lot of back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. At one point I had to retreat whole hog to the upper story bit because the axe that we were swinging around and cleaving faces off, that broke. So I've had to go back and get, you know, a bad un. So the axe situation is not great. Some potatoes were ready for harvest, so we harvested those and we planted some radishes. Not a lot happened, mate. We collected a load of spiked baseball bats to bring down with us because, you know, I realise it's getting a bit stagnant. I'm getting fed up of running back and forth, and I apologise for that. But, you know, Zomboid, you've got to play it safe, baby. Otherwise, you know, you will die a lot quicker than what you otherwise would. Ah, that's nice. So down here we've killed quite a few people, and other big news is that we went past the 2k mark on zombies, you see. It would have been probably the episode before this. I didn't notice it. We've gone up to 2031, you know. So just a quick recap: 1 month 22 days, a lot of luck for old Dick Jopperson, still favouring the axe, and we're over 2k kills, so he's doing alright, you know, better than my average dude. And, you know, I was saying that we don't really have to think about winter just yet. It's only 30th of August game time, but that'll be interesting because I haven't survived past winter in quite a few builds, so it'll be interesting for me to find out, well, if we make it that far, whether anything has changed, buddy, you know. Before it was a piece of piss. You get cold, but you know, you wouldn't die. You still plant crops, you know, still go out and do. Oh, that annoys me. I think it needs to fuck off. I need to sort that out. You know, you still do all your regular stuff, you know. So I wonder whether they've sort of made it so you can't grow crops and this, that and the other, make it a little bit more tricky for us, you know. The good news with the potatoes is we can make a 3-way salad here now. So we just used up all the radish, so after this, hello darling, we're going to switch to soup after this, I think. We need to use up this cabbage as quick as possible because it's going bad. These little single shitty -1, you know, like, kind of annoying when you cook and you have it left over. I just like to eat it, you know, straight up kind of thing. Heavy load, we can't have that, can we? Fuck off, Chopperson. Right. Come on, sweetie, this way. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we made a few inroads. We're getting annoyed, really. Oh, he's getting tired again. We're getting annoyed because basically, you know, we're not getting very far into this place, and I'm debating whether I should just sack it all off and leg it past all the houses. And there's some other stuff down there. You've got a shooting range, you know, and all that. You know, some interesting bits and bobs. And that's probably the way forward. I need to just let go of this wanting to fight everything I see mentality, but you know, I think that's just part of, not Chopperson, that's part of me, you know. Let's build ourselves a little chair, shall we? So we can have a little look. It's not really of relevance, but you know, like sitting animation or sleeping animation might be quite nice. That'd be a bit of a piss take, wouldn't it? Just go to sleep. Getting on with that, darling, eh? Oh, maybe you can't go on to like ×2 when there's activity near you. If so, that's new. Right, let's put this away. And let's bust out the... plank can go down here, that's not really any use to us. Let's bust out the spiked baseball bat. Oh, skill points, you know, that's another bit of news. We had a couple of skill points come up, you know. A lot of stuff kind of, you know, this was here and this was here already, but we had blade guard, maintenance, we've got blunt accuracy and maintenance came through all at the same time. You know, during those 2 episodes, and I opted to go for farming because I was under the impression that I had the skill book for like level 3 to 4, and I thought, well, if I stick it in 2, I can read the skill book and we can start, you know, ploughing through farming. But I kind of fucked up because we don't have the farming book. It might be back on our old joint, you know, like the little 2-story house, the little sort of shit hovel that we were in for a bit, might be in there, so we'll have to visit there again. You know, I was saying that really I should have put it in here, you know, that's the one to go for, dude, make no mistake about it. Blade guard, yes, absolutely, and maintenance, but if you just got the 1 point to mess about with, and you know the axes are on the way out and we're using baseball bats to smash them in, then definitely you want the blunt accuracy. That's the most value to you. You understand what I'm saying, baby? Boah! Peace and quiet. Okay, shit, I put the axe away, but that was a bit stupid because we need it to chop down trees. Fucking hell, he takes his time, doesn't he? Excuse me. It's going down very nicely. Oh, hello. You want some? You heard that and you got a bit excited, didn't you, mate? I'm sorry. Not today. Not today, Sonny Jim. Yeah. What I really hope is that throughout this series, I hope I don't die, you know, getting cocky. I don't want to go out that way, you know. We nearly, you know, died almost on the toilet a couple of episodes ago, you know. I don't mind that so much, going out a bit like Elvis, you know, on the shitter. But we don't want to get complacent and cocky and, you know, suffer a little scratch from, you know, some tosspot that ends up doing us in. We don't want that. It'll be nice to be able to build stairs, you know, I'm going to say. That will be very nice when that day comes. And I'm just, you know, what I've done before, like in an old version, oh, fuck's sake, in an old version of the game, so you have to come around this way to do this. In an old version of the game, is I built like a little halfway house, you know, halfway house between Mildra and West Point. What have we got in there? Let's add some more cabbage. It's going off, so we've got to use it up. Yeah, so I built, you know, like a little 9, you know, 3x3 little place with a chair to sleep in and a door, you know, almost for emergency, so if we have to stop off halfway and sleep, we could do it in relative peace. I've never mucked about with camping in the middle of nowhere, you know. That does not appeal to DC. There's a couple of bits there that we can, you know, have fun with. It's just been a bit of a boring grind, penners. You know, I think that the fact that the last 2 episodes are fucked up is actually a good thing for you. You've not missed anything, you know what I mean? Just a lot of this, just a lot of twatting them in the face with a spiked baseball bat, watching them fall to the ground, then going and stamping on their head until they die, and then repeating it. Entertaining, yes, but, you know, only to a certain extent. Get bored of that quite easily. Ah, man, time's getting on. Add some more cabbage. Add some potato. Come on, laddie boy, let's get going. Getting skill points for putting this stuff together. You know, we're getting XP and a bit of skill in cookery. I think, yeah, we're close enough to build the 3 tier, I believe. Right, 3 corpses there, nothing. Yeah, we're close enough, I think, to get the, you know, the 3 things going. Basically, mate, we're getting there. We're going to have to do a runner again, but we might as well just round a few of these tossers up now. You know, just to bring them over. Oh, we got one going down here as well. Let's have a look at that one. Alright, okay. Yes, let's get them all excited and get them over here. Just start directing them over this way. And we're going to have to leg it, you know, moderate exertion. That's kind of well timed in a way. We're going to leg it back up here. Got the river. This is really painful, mate. It's grueling, it's painful. Just, you know, the amount of back and forth thing. You know, we're going to have to get established. We're going to have to establish ourselves down in that place. You know, because I'm getting bored, which means you must be getting really bored. Oh yes, thank you, sonny boy. Yeah, yeah, come on then, dicks. You want some? Dick chop, you're quite quick, aren't you? Yeah, look. See, I always give them the benefit of the doubt. There's loads of tossers. There must have been a gunshot or something, guys. Must have been a gunshot. You know, me running about down there did not attract all that attention. It must have been a gunshot for sure. They seem to like the church. They like the church, and they seem to like the gas station up here. This is great, isn't it? Look. I've been saying for the last 2 episodes, which you missed out on, that it would be really nice to find an axe with decent condition, you know what I mean? We can now set this one down. We can set this one down in the gas station. We've got so many that are like worthy of a good repair, that good first repair from the wood glue. But the only problem is we don't have any fucking wood glue, so we've got lucky with nails and the old looting, but we've not been able to make any inroads. In fact, we've been very lucky. Out of 3 buildings, I think, new buildings that we've been to, we have managed to get 2 boxes of nails, you know, and a loose 5 nails as well. So I can't complain. You know, the luck is there. There were dickheads hanging around here, mate. More of them. You know, seemed to congregate. So we had to do them in, but you missed all that. Right. I'm going to set Dickie Chopperson to go to sleep. Yeah, it's 7:10. And while he does that, I'm going to go fix myself another G&T, buddy. I'll be back in a second, alright? Right guys, sorry, I hope I didn't keep you long. It's a weird thing, I don't really like gin and I don't really like tonic, but you mix them together and something magical happens. It's like Red Dwarf, the old fried egg chili chutney sandwich. Okay, yeah, let's get inside now. Hope that there are no fuckers in here. So you see there's an axe that's only had the one repair, so it's probably good for another one. I think this is going to work with the salads for the time being. We stored some potatoes back at that place, dude, because potatoes, luckily, if you didn't know, they keep for quite a while, you know. When they're like out in the open environment, you know, you don't need to refrigerate them, they last quite well. You know, almost in line with the real world in that sense. Whereas cabbages, you know, our cabbages are going off already, but there must be some glitch in the game where if you turn them into food, they lose that, you know, sort of badness with the boredom and unhappiness. Right, double cabbage, potato salad. We need mayo, but we ain't got any. The little straggle potato we'll eat because it's no good. Vegetable salads, eat all of this and that'll sort our strength problem out. Have a sip of G&T at 5 in the morning. Oh yeah. Right, we're ready. I'll stick with the baseball bats, I'll exhaust them, you know. We dump them off. So we're trying to work out a more intelligent way of getting down to this section. Hello, matey. Uh-oh. Everything's slowing down massively, so I hope that's not an indication that there are like hundreds converging on me in that foresty bit. I don't know where I am, mate, to be honest. Alright, okay, we're the other side of this river. Alright. Right, now I know where we are. Oh, I've come a long way out there. Extreme panic, Dick. Hey, you should be used to this stuff by now, mate. Now really, I should ignore them, you know what I mean? I should ignore them and just go about my business, but... oh, we've got customers. The only thing I don't really like... here we go, this is more orderly. Apart from missing a swing, Dick, come on. I wonder what Dick's backstory is, you know. I wonder what he used to like to do before smacking zombies around. Was he out in the forest day after day cutting down trees? I'm not so sure. I reckon he had a bit of a naughty streak. A few bar fights maybe. When you're fighting these tossers and getting up and all this stuff, if you've got good memory, it's worth remembering for your own safety which ones are the faster ones, you know, which are the speedy wankers, and also if you can keep a track, you know, mentally of how many you've actually killed, it will do you a favour, because what you don't want to get caught out by is those old crawlers, mate. God, I'm going to have to check on the video time actually. Let's have a little look. Okay, we're doing alright. We'll dispatch these guys and I think that'll be a good point at which to break down the video. I've got time for another one and I'm keen to get going. Come on, fucko. I think the only reference, the only movie I can cite fucko from his usual suspects, and I'm sure you've seen it, Penners and everybody else, but if you haven't, watch it because it's pretty good. It was written in some really small amount of time, you know, like a matter of days apparently, the screenplay, and it's, you know, some of the acting in there, you know, especially Benicio and the dude who plays Redfoot, I forget his name, was improv, you know. It's just a very good film. For some reason I quite like Kevin Spacey, you know. I just find him to be likeable. That was sorry, I don't mean to cop out and hit them from the safety of the other edge, you know. It becomes a mess now because there are so many corpses we have to check. Come on, give me those rounds. Probably won't get to use them. You may be thinking, are they going to break through that wood at any point? Well, if you let them carry on for long enough, yes, they will. But you will hear them when they do. Oh, ho, ho, ho. You're all quick ones. Right, let's hammer your face in while you're down on the ground. How do you like that, mate? Oh, hey. Right, let's have a little loot check. And to be honest, mate, when it gets this messy with the killing theatre and there's loads of them all, you know, bunched together like this, you know, sort of stuffed on the floor, you might not be able to loot everyone, and I'd say that that's not the end of the world, but you know what the lucky trait does. We just saw it again with the axe. So early doors, 7:20 in the morning, soaking wet, we don't care because we've got the outdoorsman trait, you know, we're singing and dancing and laughing. Gleeful. And this isn't even the bit, is it? This isn't even the main theatre. We're building another one down here near where we want to go. So we were like 206. We killed another 40 or so. Yeah, we're getting there, man. We're getting there. And we're going to chop the video. Chop here. It's cousin Dick Chopperson. We're going to chop it up, and I'm going to rejoin you in a moment. We've got dickheads, you know, to the left of me and to the right. See you in a second, matey. Bye bye.